Getting burnt out is a legitimate psychological injury. And just as you don't have to question whether or not you have a broken leg, you'll know you're burnt out when you feel it. It's a psychological injury, and you'll know.
So I got sick. I never get sick. I had to work through the sickness. I didn't really have a choice. I had 3 videos due to a client that was a new client. It's a brand new client, so I'm like, I have to work through this. My brain, like when working on these videos, it physically hurt. But it was like more than that. It was like my body was just like repulsed, and I felt like my brain was about to explode. I feel like my brain has sustained like an injury in a way, because I really haven't stopped for like 3 years. And it was like it all came down on me at once.
Just work like hell. I mean, you just have to put in, 80 to 100 hour weeks every week.
I gave up all my weekends and holidays in high school.
If anybody says balance, yeah, balance is important for a lot of fucking people. It is. But if you want to fucking go to that edge...
You're gonna lose sleep, you'll doubt whether it'll work, you'll stress to make ends meet, you won't finish your to-do list, you'll wonder if you made the right call and have no way to know for years. But that's what hard feels like.
I have lived for about a year now on the corner of the internet that's like the no bullshit attitude, the life is about hard work, like all of that kind of stuff. And don't get me wrong, like I totally appreciate that. And I think there are periods for when that is necessary. I don't want to promote laziness, not taking care of yourself, not working towards your goals. But I feel like that there's a major corner of the internet that doesn't talk about the importance of balance. I feel like I really fell victim to that. Like I really do look up to Alex Hormozi, and I feel like I've mentioned him a few times on my channel. I really do think that hearing that and listening to that was good for like a certain chapter of my life. But now listening to him literally gives me anxiety. Because I felt so influenced by him to go, go, go and not stop, I felt encouraged to, well, not stop. I felt anxious and guilty for ever relaxing, so I never relaxed. It felt like the only thing I was allowed to do was my work. I needed a break so badly that tasks that usually should have taken me about an hour were beginning to take me several hours. And this was my approach to life until recently. I'd been so busy driving that I'd forgotten to stop and get gas.
So I went to the beach and it was so nice. I left my phone in the car and then I walked, and it was a really intense walk. Like it was just a normal sunny Saturday at the beach, and I was there just taking this intense ass walk. This was like my first walk coming out from the cave of my apartment after being sick, and everything was just so vivid. I can't explain it. It was like I was literally on hallucinogenics or something like that. It was so weird. And I just got so reflective, and I was just thinking, I was just like walking because I could feel how fried and burnt out and exhausted my brain was from being sick, and just like all of these years of just literally not stopping. And I was just like, my brain was hurting and I just wanted to make it stop hurting. So I was like, I'm gonna walk until it doesn't hurt anymore. And I cried. Tears are running down my face, and I'm just releasing so much emotion. It was automatic. It wasn't even like I thought that I was gonna cry. I wasn't walking to cry. I wasn't trying to go for a cry walk. I just wanted to go for a normal stroll. It was like there was just so much in me that I hadn't let out, and it's because I was so busy.
Think of it this way. Sometimes a pair of shoes, they need to get really dirty before you put them in the wash or you do a deep clean. You walk around in your shoes, they get speckles of dirt here and again, and then one day you spill coffee on them, or one day you accidentally step in the mud. the same thing happened to me. I had all of these specks on me that were gathering over time, and then I experienced a big spill. And it was this big spill that forced my soul to cleanse. And during this spiritual awakening, I guess you could call it an epiphany, call it whatever you want. I think realization, spiritual awakenings, epiphanies, whatever, they don't come from the outside. They come from the inside. And for some reason, something that was inside of me all along was being revealed to me. And I realized that I was acting out of fear. I love what I do, and that's why I got into this field of videography, is because I genuinely love it. But at some point in time, that love for what I do turned into like fear of failure and just like running away from something, feeling like it's never gonna be good enough, feeling just like I have to be in this hurry. And I realized that I needed to get back in tune and back in touch with doing it because I love it. I think that's the secret to not burning out. I think a lot of us get afraid and we work so hard out of fear and we join the rat race. And it's during those moments that we need to come back in tune with ourselves and think, what do we love to do? And I do love what I do, but I feel like I just recently lost touch with that. And it doesn't matter the amount of material success that you have if you lose your soul in the process.